I'm revising a recipe today because recently someone emailed me and asked about the no knead bread and if he could use something besides quinoa flour. And I realized that I haven't used quinoa flour when I made the bread in a long time. Actually, I haven't made the bread in a really long time either. But I've updated the recipe and maybe I've gotten this much better at making videos so this one will go smoother. That being said, I've already started the prep work for this no knead bread. That means it rises on its own and you bake it. You don't have to knead it. You don't have, I don't know another word for knead. You don't have to get your hands in the dough at all. So the first thing I did was take one package of active dry yeast and I put it in about 1.25 cups of hot water. I microwaved the water for about a minute or so. I stirred the yeast in there till it dissolved, covered it with the saran wrap, and it has to sit for 15 minutes. So very shortly it will be ready. In this very big bowl, big only because one time my dough rose very well and it hit the top of the towel. So now I use a very big bowl just in case. In this bowl is 1/4 of unsweetened or sugar-free applesauce. No sugar added applesauce. 1/4 cup. And 1/4 cup of sugar substitute. This could be Splenda, but it's the bargain brand instead. And a dash of cinnamon, because I make a sweet bread. You end up with 3 cups of flour mixture. So you can choose different flours to play around with that. What I use is 3 cups of oat bran. Where's my oat bran? I might bring the camera over so you can see it because it's not oatmeal, it's not rolled oats, it's oat bran. It's also not oat flakes, so you can be careful, maybe you see it. I buy it loose in, buy it from bins. It's loose in bins at health food stores. And I used, so 3/4 cups of oat bran, not oat bran flour, oat bran. About 1 cup not packed, so loose, whole wheat flour. 1 cup again, not packed, of soy flour. And I haven't mixed them together. So you mix this really well. And then you are going to pour your yeast water into the big bowl and stir the applesauce and sugar substitute into the yeast, into the liquid. And then you are going to be stirring your flour into that liquid and stir it rather well. And then cover it with a towel and let it rise for 1 hour. After that, I'll show you what to do next. But after the 1 hour, you will place the dough into your baking loaf pans. And I don't remember if this is the size I used. So I'm gonna have to, I'm really confused about it. I might have made it with 2 of this size. Or 2 of this size. So I'm gonna have to wing it when I get to that point, so I have 3 out. And I imagine if the dough fills it like halfway, that would be enough because it's gonna rise again. So we'll see when we get to that part. I'm gonna stir these flours into this bowl. But I'm gonna bring the camera over so you can see my ingredients. Don't worry about turning the oven on or anything yet because you have at least 1.5 hours to go. Here is the oat bran. Here is the applesauce, sugar, and cinnamon. The flours I told you about, back in the bowl there. I'm going to stir everything together and then I'll show you what it looks like before I cover it. Okay, I used a whisk, but I did not over stir. So blend it, don't beat it. And I'm going to cover it up with the towel now. And I hope it's not too wet. You won't find out till later. I don't think it is. Like I said, I used a cup plus of hot water. See, just covered it with a towel. Okay, it's been an hour, so I'm going to take off the towel and turn the dough over into probably 2 of these pans after I spray them with fat-free cooking spray. And then I will put the towel over the loaf pans and let it rise for another 30 minutes. I think I'll go ahead and set the pans on a small cookie tray so I can just slide the tray into the oven when it's ready, because even though I'm going to knock them down putting them in here, once they rise again, I don't want to knock them down before I put them in the oven. So those are things to keep in mind. And I will bring the camera over so you can see me doing this delicate work instead of seeing me talking about it. They look similar to me. Now, if they were to rise like they should, can you see them? Yes. They would probably get on the towel, but I don't have faith. Okay, so 30 minutes here, then it's time to bake. So when your 30 minutes is up, or like when you have like 5 minutes left, you can turn your oven on to 350 degrees. They look similar to me. Now, if they were to rise like they should, can you see them? Yes. They would probably get on the towel, but I don't have faith. Okay, so 30 minutes here, then it's time to bake. So when your 30 minutes is up, or like when you have like 5 minutes left, you can turn your oven on to 350 degrees. Okay, mine has been rising, or not rising, for that matter, for more than 30 minutes because I forgot to turn the oven on. So, just so you know, don't think it matters. So I'm going to bake it. I don't I don't know. Maybe the point is that no-knead bread doesn't rise very much. It will be a dense bread. It was before. And well, let me just put it in the oven. Can you see them? What's it say? So right there in the middle. And I'm going to check them in 30 minutes. I don't make this bread so that I can make a sandwich on it. I use it, I'll have a couple pieces as a snack, maybe before a workout, or just a midday pick-me-up with my diet soda. Maybe I'll put some sugar-free jelly on it, but yeah, it's not intended to be something that you would make your lunch out of, but more like a snack, a whole grain snack that will help you stay full, not spike your blood sugar, all the stuff I say about whole grains. So that's the revised recipe. Good luck with your yeast. That's all I can think to happen.